Hi guys, how are you all going? Sorry about that, just wasn't on camera for a second. I just want to preview the Madrid Masters 1000 final. Um, First, we'll take a quick look at the semi-finals. Um, I mostly saw the Alcaraz Djokovic one, actually, to be honest. I just felt like in the small amount of the match that I saw, well, because the Alcaraz match was very long, took almost 4 hours, so it left me with little time to watch the other match and record this video. But in the small time I saw Zverev and Tsitsipas, I just felt like Zverev was maybe serving slightly better, a little more consistent, and a little bit defensively. So yeah, the defense, and then the consistency, and then the ability to hit a low amount of errors. Whereas I feel like Tsitsipas wasn't hitting his forehand like he should, hit a few too many errors, and like I said, wasn't as consistent as Zverev, wasn't as good defensively as Zverev, and Zverev outserved him. So that's my small analysis of that one. But the main one, I watched the whole match of Alcaraz and Djokovic, just finished it right now, and I just felt like on this one, um, really, I mean, the court is faster in Madrid. So when you're on a warm day, it's faster, and when you're at altitude, it's faster. So it was like a hard court, and Djokovic earlier on in the match could start the point ahead of his first and second serves. He served really great today, and it was enough to get a lot of free points, start the point ahead, control the point, and then just push and boss around Alcaraz. And because it was a warm weather and it was also altitude in Madrid, he was able to generate enough power to get through the faster clay court to finish points. And because the court was fast for a clay court, his serve was going well and he was able to get 3 points. And Alcaraz is not able to get that ball back in play and get short balls back. And then it's a rally with Djokovic in complete control. Now, on the return to serve, when Alcaraz missed first serves, Djokovic was able to return the second serves right on the back line and then force Alcaraz into a defensive shot, which would give a short ball. And then from there, Djokovic is controlling the point, bossing around. So the first serve, second serve, he's getting 3 points, but he's also getting short balls and then pushing Alcaraz, starting the point ahead due to the serve, and then pushing Alcaraz around and never letting him back into the point. And then even on Alcaraz's second serve, as I've just said, he's returning the ball deep, getting a short ball like he does from the serve, and again, they're controlling the rally and pushing Alcaraz around. And that's what he did early. And then when he's ahead, he has the power to hit through the court because, like I said, it's warm, which makes it faster, and it's at altitude that makes it faster, right? So yeah, I just really felt that and then he played aggressive. 75% of the points he could actually start ahead and be a rally where his start ahead, he's in control to start it, and he's got that control of the rally on his first serve, serving well, second serve, serving well, and then returning Alcaraz's second serves right on the back line, starting in control. It's the rally that started with him in control 75% of the time. The only time he's not in control with the rally right from the very beginning is when Alcaraz gets a first serve, but 75% of the time he was. That's enough to win the match. So, um, and then, like I said, when he's ahead, he has the power to get through the court because it's faster with the altitude, the warm weather. Later, the shadow comes on the court, it slows down a bit. I mean, his serves are less effective. Alcaraz is getting more in play, forcing him into rallies. Just a sec, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, yeah. So later on, what happens is the shadow comes across the court, right? The court slows down, and from there now Djokovic's serve isn't as effective. So Alcaraz is getting more balls back in play, more balls deep, more 50-50 rallies, and then more time to set up and hammer and forehands which his forehand is more powerful than any shot Djokovic has to end rallies, right? And then for Djokovic in those 50-50 rallies, when the court slowed down, he's struggling to generate power, to get through the court, to hit winners, to end point, to take Alcaraz's time away where he doesn't have time to hit a forehand. Now Djokovic serves coming back a lot more. He's facing a lot more 50-50 rallies on his own serve, right? Then he can't, in the 50-50 rallies, he doesn't have the power to get through the court to end the point. And he doesn't have the power to get through the court to, to rush Alcaraz where he doesn't have time to set up and hammer a big forehand, right? So now so he serves, like I said, the serve, starting the point ahead, that's gone. 50-50 rallies, can't get it through the court, can't end the point enough, can't get it through the court to rush Alcaraz and take Alcaraz's forehand out of play. So now Alcaraz has time to set up on the forehand. And now he's got time to set up on the forehand. He has the ability to just finish points and just hit through this slow court. And because Djokovic's serves are coming back, he's getting more balls in play. He's getting more rallies. He's got more time to set up and hit forehands. And once he gets the time to set up, he can hit through any court and any defender. Whereas before, he was always behind in the rally, rush, not enough time. Now he's getting returns back. He's getting in rallies. He's got time to set up. And he's got this one big forehand to just finish points and hit through the court. Whereas Djokovic, as the court slows down, doesn't have that one big shot to get through a slow clay court and just end the point. And Alcaraz does, and he has the time to use it because it's slowed down. And then also, Alcaraz serves a lot better, gets a higher first serve, gets a lot of short balls, and then time to set up behind the short ball and just 1-2 punches, serve, +1, forehands with a high first serve percentage. With a slowed down court, like I said, more time to set up, hit forehands and then the point. Djokovic doesn't. Djokovic struggles to get the ball with his serve. Now he's having to face too many 50-50 rallies. His attacking return of second serve, that's slowing down, so Alcaraz has more time to get that back and turn it into a 50-50 rally. And Alcaraz has time to set up. And then there's all these the second serve attacking shot that was putting Djokovic ahead of all the points at the start. That's taken away. Djokovic's serve that was putting him ahead in all the points. That's taken away. And now there's just 50-50 rallies where Djokovic can't rush Alcaraz. Now Alcaraz has time to set up with a forehand and hammer it through this clay court and end points and just being able to go to that and go to that and go to that. Whereas in the 50-50 rallies, now that there's more of them, Djokovic doesn't have that big shot to end the point in the way that Alcaraz does, and that's what does it for Alcaraz. So the match was won in a tie break. Let me just go to the actual score. It was 7-6 in the last set. So yeah, Zverev won 6-4, 3-6, 6-2, and Alcaraz wins 6-7, 7-5, 7-6. So that's it. So let's preview the finals, Zverev versus Alcaraz. I just really think in this one that that I just think like the courts, it's a clay court, so I think Alcaraz will get enough returns in play, force Zverev into enough rallies, and then in those rallies, he'll have he'll be able to have time to set up, and he'll be able to dictate the rallies and push Zverev around and expose the big guy's lack of movement. So with the court being a clay court, it's going to be a bit slower, but still it's fast for a clay court. But he's going to have enough time to set it to be in these long rallies, to set up in the forehand with the forehand and push Zverev around and just boss Zverev around. And then now Zverev's going to be in all these rallies where he's being moved around and the big guy doesn't have the speed, and long rallies where Zverev is being pushed around. His movement's not his key thing, and Alcaraz is just hammering forehands. A lot of it will be like that, and Zverev won't have much of a chance, guys. Also, That one big shot to hit through a clay court to end points, and when you got time to set up on a clay court, right? Alcaraz is going to have that. Zverev is not going to have it. In the same way, he has a good forehand, good backhand, but when there's time to set up on a court and you need a really big weapon to end the point, he's going to have that, which is going to give him a better ability to end the point um, than Zverev would be. And it'll also give him a lot of rallies where he can just push Zverev around. And the big guys, when he's got a guy with a powerful shot bossing him around long rallies and he's being moved around, his lack of movement and his size is being exposed there. So that's not going to be good for him, too. And then when Zverev doesn't have that big shot, so to try to hit through the court in the point, and then when you add Alcaraz's amazing movement and Zverev not having a big weapon to win the point, it's going to be hard for him. But whereas when Zverev's movement's nothing like Alcaraz, so he's a bit slower, but Alcaraz has that big forehand to hit through the court. He can end the point whenever he wants because one, he's got a lot of power to end it. Two, Zverev doesn't have a lot of speed. At the other side, Zverev doesn't have that big shot to end it, so it's harder for him. But then Alcaraz is fast. Again, it's even harder. So I just think like Alcaraz is going to match him, and also because it's a clay court, the serve is going to be slowed down as Zverev. So Alcaraz is going to be able to get a lot of serves back, force Zverev into long rallies, move him around with a forehand, out rally him, and because he's got that one big shot of a forehand bigger than Zverev's shot, he's going to be able to move Zverev around. And then when there are rallies where Zverev's in defense, he's not great at defense, and Alcaraz is good at offense. And then when it comes to finishing the points, again, Alcaraz has that one big shot and he's against a defender that's not that great, whereas Zverev doesn't have a shot that powerful to win the point. And then Alcaraz is a great defender. So I just think he'll beat him in consistency, speed on defense, the big forehand, the ability to win the point, and then getting Zverev in the long rallies, move him around, beat him with consistency, and then he'll get control of the point because, like I said, he's got this one big shot, this one big forehand to take control of the point. And Zverev relies heavily on his serve, so the clay court's going to slow it down, and Alcaraz is going to get enough returns in play and force him in long rallies. But Alcaraz is a bit tired, and he's had to beat Nadal and Djokovic, so I just think this will be 3 sets. But I'm saying Alcaraz to take it in 3 sets. So Carlos Alcaraz will be your 2022 Madrid Masters 1000 champion, as I predicted before the tournament in my preview. Come back tomorrow, guys. Tuesday at the latest. I'm going to review this tournament, or mostly the final that we're talking about. I'm going to review that for you. Then I'm going to preview the Rome Masters 1000. So a review of the Madrid final and a preview of the Rome Masters 1000. That's my video. That'll be my video tomorrow, Tuesday at the latest. So come back for that and subscribe for that. Give me a thumbs up and a bell notification. Bye for now, guys, and thanks for watching. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow, hopefully. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.